Hello, and welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to our timeless 5-card draw spell kit reading. I am your reader for the moment, Mark Angelo Lyons Mal. For short, they're my initials. I'm not bad, just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 books with a 3rd one in process. The first one is called Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch. The second one is called Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, and there is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace, and a link in the description box that if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of it for free. It is a book of prayer, a book of practice, and pretty much in chakra chapters all the way through. So if you like chakras, it's pretty good, I think. The Kindle version is lovely. It's clean, it's pristine, but the original version that we had to edit down big time to make it fit on Kindle, well, that one is available on patreon.com/drawing the circle. It's a visual Fellini film fest compared to Kindle. Also the only place at the time of this recording where you can get my first book, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, and the 3rd one will be on there as well. Very excited about that. In our digital shop, we don't just have the ebooks, we have audios and videos, and the audios and videos have free previews if you would like to check it out. You don't need to be a subscriber to check it out over on patreon.com/drawing the circle. In our digital shop, some of my subscribers get those audios, videos, and ebooks as part of their subscription package. There's a menu. You can see who gets what. Gods, goddesses get everything. They are top tier. As well as all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common: a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link pretty much every single morning. Did it this morning. It's actually in bulk. February 1st, 2024 at the time of this recording. It was lovely. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with some sort of spiritual practice to send us on our way. And it is the wisest way for this way to start the day, considering what I do every day for a living. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. All of my extendeds are timeless and relationship stuff based, so usually help to Libras. I am Mercury conjunct Venus in Libra, 3rd house, Chatterbox. But they also get an extensive discount when they want to book me for a private session, spiritual counseling, and or a reading. We'll talk about that at the end if you want more info on that. You can follow us for free, putting out more and more content for the free followers. The subscribers get to see it too, and I have a new kitten coming into my life, so they're going to get to see the baby when the baby arrives. Some of it is exclusive, some of it is advanced, meaning I share it elsewhere eventually, but I love it. And you can also 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human, our first 2 levels of subscription. You know, jump out the last day, that's fine, I get it, dip a toe, but then you can be a free follower if you like. But if you want the discount, you gotta stay a subscriber for at least a month and book me during that time, because that is only fair. Again, we'll talk about that at the end. So I love it. It's just so wonderful what's going on over there, and I highly recommend to creative types to become a creator on Patreon, because they keep giving us cool stuff to do. So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mal. Hey, my Libras. Let's get down to biz, shall we? It's a busy day, a high holy day here for this professional witch. So let's do some explanation, then we will get into the divination for the new people. If you've heard it all before, feel free to jump ahead. Oh, right, ahead is that way on camera and on video. So, welcome, new Libras and crosswatchers. We're doing a 5-card draw, which is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about absolutely anything. But in this case, a spell kit reading, your spell work, your intentional process your law of attraction, manifestational whoozy, what's this, whatever you want to call it, with these 5 decks, each one representing one of the 5 magical elements. I'll tell you what the decks are. We're going to start with the element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire. So this is a heart's desire read with the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. This deck is consecrated to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. We will then get a crystal oracle for the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire, manifest their heart's desire. The oracle is amazing. We'll talk about it before the card hits the table, but this deck is consecrated to my Archangel Ariel. And for the element of air, our element in this case, we are using the Archangel Fire Oracle for the mental part, the thinky part, right? Everyone has access to the archangelic realms, I should say. So we'll be, this one is consecrated to the pantheon of all of the archangels. It's a bit much, but you know, nice work if you can get it. For the element of water, the element of emotion, we've got the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield, consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, and our card of spirit. We will be using a Matt Kahn healing mantra here to bring it all together. So here's what I do. I start with the element of earth. I am a Virgo. So I have 4 rings that I wear in every reading. One for my sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, right? So I just put the spells in there. So for this, I'll take this Alexandrite ring that I've had since the 90s, the early 90s. Yeah, I don't give up jewelry that easily. So I will take that, right, and do the spell on it, calling in the Archangel, keeping in mind the Whisper of Love, and then doing the mantra, because once it's in there, all I have to do is touch the stone and say the mantra, and boom, just gives it a little recharge. So that is, I believe, our explanation, except to say that our heart's desires are interesting things. I don't believe we choose them, right? A lot of them are like, why wouldn't have chosen this, right? If I had had a choice. But we agreed to it because it was assigned to us. Lifetime after lifetime, some of them. And they're part of a much larger plan and play. A play that I call Permanently Peaceful, People-Populated Paradise, Planet Earth. The Ineffable Great Plan. And if you want some good omens energy thrown in there, Terry Pratchett, God rest his soul, Neil Gaiman, I love him. So the more one of us does it, all of us do, right? Because we're all one. I know it doesn't look that way, but love is the answer. But what's the question? How do I manifest my heart's desire? Well, that's how. So that's the explanation. Let's do the divination, the shift from one to the other, which happens repeatedly in my readings. Well, that shift happens in the still point. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Element of air, good idea for air signs. And I promise you I will do the best that I can to help anybody, anything within my power, to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire in the spirit of unity for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives in a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser way. For a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world, because we're all in this together, yeah, even them, for the well-being of all. So that's the explanation. Let's get into the still point. Ready? A lot of explanation. Glad to do it for the new people. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all and with harm to none as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, what is the magical spell card, the spell fragment to help us, Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, clarify, refine our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, and sometimes perhaps what is required to manifest our heart's desire for this timeless spell kit read. Energy! Energy, a light inside my fire divine. Energy, fill me, make me shine. Cool. You know, shining our light at full capacity is all about authenticity, but how you do it with your creative energy, right? Cardinal, air. Libra, creative, air. So the air card obviously is going to be key to an air side reading, but a fire divine. Fire needs air. So you've literally got a fire energy. I will say, we've got a fire energy in the fire card there. So energy, fill me, make me shine, right? Fire, divine fire isn't just like lighting a cigarette, right? That's the core of all that is. So it's not so much about bringing it in, it's about letting it out in my experience. Mileage may vary. So let's get the element of earth, the fuel to feed that fire. Crystal Oracle, Archangel Ariel, please take a nice deep break. Take a nice deep break anyway. Because I'm fun. Still point. Ariel, override. A place for everything and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. My beloved Archangel Ariel, Lion of God, don't know why they named a mermaid after you, but one of the archangels of the North Powers of Earth. What is your guidance, your grace, your loving oracle message to help us Libras and our crosswatchers manifest our heart's desire by the element of earth, to ground and manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require energy for the spell kit read. Ooh, Moonstone, got some of that. I'm still going to use the same piece of jewelry. Moonstone, definitely feminine goddess energy kind of vibe there, very lunar, obviously. So it's not a light outside of me, my fire divine, it's inside of me. So I think that do make sense. Moonstone shouldn't break the bank either, well, depending upon cut, color, and clarity, but it's a milky stone to begin with. Keywords: fertility, reflection, intuition, imagination, goddess energy, and amplified feelings. Now this one has to do with the full moon, if I remember correctly, and at the time of this recording, this is a week from today. During during the appearance of this next full moon, your emotions and fears will be amplified, and you will at times think you are going crazy. Oh, that's something to look forward to, hence the light inside. Hopeful. However, keep your calm, for this condition will only last a few days. Now, if you are a vibrational, energetic, emotional empath, could be all the people around you, right? You could be totally in balance, just picking up that stuff, but as one of us heals that, all of us heal that. During this time, you will find yourself reflecting on your life, both past and present. You will gain deep insights as to the nature of true happiness and begin to reassess your priorities, because when you raise your energy, you shift to another timeline. I call it the golden true love timeline, little increments like, radio stations. You make your way up the frequency there. So of course our priorities are going to shift. They're supposed to shift. After the full moon, a fertile period of your life begins, full of many exciting challenges and changes. Many new and rewarding friendships will be formed as you embark on new and creative ventures. Oh, that's lovely. This is all the result of the reflective light of the moon. So give thanks to her for her wisdom. Embrace the blessings coming your way. So, let's just talk about this for a second, right? We can talk. Can we talk? Yeah, we can. So, throat chakra, right? Choices, willpower, all of that stuff. The sacred truth of the throat chakra, which, is our free will to do this or not, is to surrender our will to the divine. But you're surrendering your will to the highest vibration possible as this a light inside my fire divine energy. Fill me, make me shine, right? And of course that's going to bring up stuff. Course in Miracles, I'm a student and a teacher of Course in Miracles, have been for decades. Love brings up its opposite. right? It's like a purification, right? So you have these moments of reflection and bliss and wonderful, and then the lead comes up, and it's just gold that's asking to be alchemized, right? Gold disguised as lead, right? So the emotional part of this is probably important. We'll look at the element of water in a couple of cards, but certainly the fertility that comes, like you can't have a fertile field unless you water it, right? So there is definitely an emotional thing here, and look, I don't miss a full moon, a new moon, or a Sabbath to put my intentions out there, and I do stuff in my Mark Angelo Lyons Mel for short private Facebook group for those. So there's a link in the description box if you want to follow along. We're doing some cool stuff, doing it tonight actually. This will come out way after that. So our element, the element of air, using the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wendon. I love this deck. The bookie book's got a lot of information in it. I'm just going to read from it, the beginning description and then the message, but there's a whole lot more in there. Please take a nice deep breath. I thought I had a kitty in the room. They're sleeping. Still wait. Ooh, Archangelic Override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved pantheons of archangels, what is your guidance, your grace, your loving wisdom, wise, powerful oracle message? Which one of you is waiting in the wings, with your wings ready to zoom in and help us with the element of air to stoke the fire and manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require energy with that moonstone vibe? Rick BL, he's so cute. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh, Archangelic Crush. Sounds like a new soda. Card number 11. What I love about this deck is they do not put the keywords on the card, so you gotta look them up, and you expose yourself to a lot of information. Keyword compassion. Compassion has to start within. I worked with the Ashaya monks, and they said, look, it's got to be both ways. Otherwise you end up bitter or narcissistic, and they're right. So Rick Bael is known as the chief of the divine chariot. The Merkabah. Oh, look that one up. Drinvalo Melchizedek. This cherubim is said to be the power of love. Huey Lewis heads up, and he helps. Is that the news? And he helps us to recognize the incredible power of having loving thoughts. Right up our alley, right? Venus ruled Libra, cardinal air. I'm there. A harmonizing angel who can influence centrifugal force and find the most loving point between two opposing forces. Like the fulcrum in the center of a scale. Scales, Libra, this is our read for sure. Rick Bael is especially helpful to call on when working in group situations. Rick Bael maintains cooperation and promotes open communication. Very element of air. The message. Oh, ready? Buckle up. No matter how badly others behave, try to see through the eyes of compassion. Treat others as you wish to be treated and promote harmonious relationships. This is so ridiculously Libra. So, people treat us the way they were treated, and when we treat people the way we were treated, it's automatic. It's the nervous system. It's habit. Call it what you will, right? The patterning, the conditioning, but that's not who we are. We are immortal souls that have incarnated on this planet so many times. Some of us have been here since the original star-seeding darlings, right? We watched Lemuria sink and, well, it was actually ripped out of the Earth's electromagnetic field, just kind of vanished. Then we watched Atlantis go, and Egypt rise and fall, Greece rise and fall, right? We've been doing this, right? Not to mention the whole British Empire lifetimes, which are everybody's, because the British Empire was everywhere on the planet at one point, right? So we all have this stuff that we're working through, but compassion really is a combination of divine love and divine wisdom, but that then you have the power to put that into action. So the mantra that I use, and I learned this from Matt Kahn, for compassion is, it's okay. but it's got to start within yourself. So you feel afraid, right? You feel like you're going crazy. Like, it's okay. We're in a crazy time. It's all right. It's okay. I love you, right? You talk to your heart. You talk to your emotions. You talk to your body like you would talk to a child. Well, it's just a story. You don't say that to a 4-year-old. It's like, it's okay, baby. I love you, right? That is compassion. That's what's going to light this up. That's what's going to make this spell happen. Now, I will say, divine light is love light, right? Again, another soda from During the Circle Productions now. But you get what I'm saying, right? It is love and light. Love is the feminine manifestation of divinity. Light is the masculine. You put them together. And that's what this reading feels like it's about. And can you feel the resonance within me? So let's get the element, come here, the element of water from the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please take a nice deep breath. Higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place, put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, because this could be a group thing. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by us Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our crosswatchers to manifest our heart's desire. The element of water, the energy and emotion that we experience as emotion, particularly with compassion, of being among one of the higher vibrational, graceful emotions, one of the great healers for this timeless spell kit reading. Speak the language of love. Hello. Verbal, throat chakra. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So start on the inner. Get that divine fire stoked, right? You fan the fire, right? You get that going with them loving words to yourself. And then it becomes much more graceful to express that to others. Now, even if you do not speak it to their faces, right, you can still bless people from a distance. All right, everybody's got pain. You know, you did the best that you could. We're all doing the best that we could. But if our contract is done, our contract is done. Because some contracts are meant to complete with people, right? You know, it's not every day, everywhere, all the time. Every share, all the time. I love you, RuPaul. Shall we? Last card down. Now here, speaking the language of love. Air signs have an edge with affirmations and mantras and chanting and toning and all of that stuff, particularly in a creative sense here for a spell kit reading. So let's see what the Ascended Masters have to say. The mantra for the card of spirit to unify it all. Please take a nice deep breath. Ascended Master override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect and precise healing mantra for the card of spirit for us Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our crosswatchers watching this video and drawn to this reading to manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire in the spirit of unity for the well-being of all in this timeless spell kit read. Opening my mind, another air, I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. So here's an example. I'm going to use myself as an example. I put out a lot of content, right? And comment sections and all of that stuff and whatever, right? I put a lot of energy, I put a lot of effort into the work that I do, not just here on YouTube, but on Facebook and with clients, really. We'll talk about that in a bit. So, we can have all sorts of beliefs, but beliefs are thoughts that are in the air, like radio signals, right? And again, if you're empathic or telepathic, as I like to say that, then as we hear it, we clear it, right? That's why being compassionate, and it's not cancel, oh please, that's so 1980s, cancel, right? It doesn't necessarily work. It's a way of bypassing instead of addressing, right? Facing this. So speaking the language of love, I allow myself, that's the free will part. Only you can allow yourself to see beyond your beliefs and ideas, and to do it with compassion, right? So important. So let's say somebody comes for me online. It doesn't really happen. I'm a witch, but plus I'm 6'1" and a little intimidating. Leo rising, Mars conjunct, people don't usually come for me. But for me to look past that, right? To have my initial reaction, but then to choose a loving, compassionate response. First for me, for that kid, because I was beat up a lot as a kid. I'm the youngest of 4 in my family. You can imagine shit rolls downhill, right? But it made me stronger, right? And I'm the fun one in the family, go figure. I went to therapy. What can I tell you? I've been doing healing work practically my whole life. I started inner child work when I was 17 years old. That says something, rebirthing and all of that. So my mind is very, very open. However, it's beliefs, ideas, and I allow myself to see beyond my beliefs and ideas. And beliefs and ideas are supposed to come and go, right? Well, I used to believe in Santa Claus when I was a little kid. It only lasted till about age 4 or 5, though, right? And the opposite of illusionment is disillusionment. So we believe a lot of things that aren't true, but that's okay. There is one ultimate truth. Love is the answer, right? There's certain mystical truths. All is one, right? We're all one. Nobody likes it. Well, some people like it. More and more are, right? So the mirror work and reflecting and all of that stuff. So to really speak the language of love to ourselves does broadcast that out to everyone energetically, an energy that fills us and makes us shine. So, if you are new, we end my readings here on YouTube. Even my private readings, I do this with what we call a blessimation. It's a combination of a blessing and summation, a word we came up with on Patreon. So, I never know what's going to come out of my mouth in these readings anyway, but particularly in the blessimation. Talk about surrendering your will to the divine of my own free will. So, let's do this, and then we'll chat about stuff if you want. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of us Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and our crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. May we be blessed with all that we need to manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, by opening our minds, by allowing ourselves to see beyond our beliefs and ideas, which is sort of a Libra gig. And so that we take the whisper of love by speaking the language of love, because loving words have the power to transform others and ourselves, and certainly calling upon Archangel Rickpiel for that compassion. First to ourselves, recharge the batteries, heal, feel, let it go, and then let it flow outwards as we breathe in compassion and breathe out compassion to the world for this goddess energy, this fertility that's coming, these amplified feelings that when they are uncomfortable, it means that they are ready to evolve, to be alchemized from lead to gold, fear to love, so that we can manifest our heart's desire, which either is and or does require the energy to make this happen. So, a light inside us, a fire, divine energy, fill us, make us shine for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Wow, that felt really good. Now my last video reading of the day, I'm live streaming tonight in the Mark Angelo Lines, known for short private Facebook group, link in the description box, blah, blah, blah. If you found this helpful, if it gave you a clue, a tip, a hint, maybe lifted you up, maybe even if I just made you laugh, please hit the like button. It shifts the algorithm so that other Libras and crosswatchers can find my work here on YouTube. If you want more of me here on YouTube, certainly subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can get all of the notifications if you click that one too. And certainly I do love a good comment section, because like I said, people don't usually come for someone who looks like me, and a witch and all of that. So if you want a deeper dive though, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, do consider coming to Patreon on Patreon. We're doing so much cool stuff there. The daily check-ins are one of my favorite things to do. Just getting ready for it really sets me up for my day. So that my subscribers get that. They get the daily check-in. They get all the extended readings, past, present, and into the future, as well as they get a significant discount on booking me for private sessions and spiritual counseling, which I have been doing for a very long time. I started reading tarot when I'm 12. I'm 55. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. Rapid wrinkle repair and witchcraft goes a long way. Trust me on that. Plus I got my mom's skin DNA, thank the gods. You can follow us for free. You can, what else? You can 7-day free trial us, you can shop in the store, and you could really just absolutely for free right now go to my Patreon, well the title's up there, the link's down there in the description box, and just go look at the store and listen to all of the free previews on the audios and videos, and you can purchase without being a subscriber. But I have to say, it is the wisest thing I have ever done, making the jump over to Patreon, and again, I highly recommend it for creative types. Check it out, what it means to be a creator there. They keep giving us cool stuff to do. So click the link, check it out, look at the menu, complete Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lions. But you can just call me Mal. Yeah. And if you want to book me for a private session, there is a video in the description box called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. I have to redo it because I did it last year for the 25th anniversary of my company, May 1st, 2023, when I finally raised my prices after 25 years, but now I have changed. I was living in Holbrook. I had no idea that I would be living here in Saratoga Springs less than a year later. So we're going to keep that one up there for a while. It makes my mom laugh, and it really explains the basics of everything you need to know about booking a session with me. It's about 11 minutes, and it's fun, right? What I charge, why I charge it, what my boundaries are, what I will, what I won't, what I do, what I don't. Like, confidentiality is really, really important, and it always has been for me. Absolutely. The Patreon discount. And, for instance, why I have to make a new one is because I'm available for private readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. If you are local, you contact the Magic Moon, Phila Street, PHILA. You tell them you want to book me. You pick a time. I have time set aside there. They let me know. I come in and I read you, or we do a spiritual counseling, or both, what we call a half and half. I have been setting up an office downstairs to take clients here at the home eventually, but we're getting a new kitty, so that one got kind of pushed down the agenda because I've got to kitten-proof this house. Oh my gods. But the majority of the work that I do, spiritual counseling and reading, sometimes a half and half, what we call that, is I do a video read, which means I send my client a Zoom link. They join me in the conversation. We record the whole thing so they don't have to take notes or memorize anything. I then send them the link so they can download it to their devices. They tell me they downloaded it. I delete it from the cloud on Zoom. Like I said, confidentiality is really important, but they're free to share it with whoever and wherever they want. And I love it. I love doing private sessions with people. I think it is my ultimate healing art, particularly spiritual counseling. And I'm the witch for a lot of people, right? A lot of my clients don't witch identify, but I am their witch. And where there's a witch, there's a way, which I also say in that video over and over again. I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there's a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way. We always work it out. So book me if you like. And by the way, this is a lovely reading, right? Yeah, okay, the only sort of womp here is that we might get a little emotional and think we are losing it at a full moon. Well, that's most people, right? But to be aware, right? To be forewarned is to be forearmed, but to be forearmed with what? Speaking the language with love, allowing yourself to see beyond your beliefs, ideas. Oh, I also recommend The Work by Byron Katie, Byronkatie, The Work, the 4 questions and the reversal. If you're familiar, you know what I'm talking about, but she's got Facebook and YouTube and all that stuff too. So, wishing all of us the very, very best and the very, very blessed with this rather powerful, divinely guided spell kit here. So hang in there. I believe in us. I love us. I think we're wonderful. So hang in there. Heal, hail, farewell, keep loving, and blessed, blessed be.